My brother wants me to go live and send him the link. He said he wants to see how you play. Yeah, he plays, yeah. He's in our league. Yeah, he's Arizona. He's pretty good too. If I can find the link here. Oh, it's all good. Chips. That's good. Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, okay. Are you good now? Okay. All right. Hopefully it saves the arena. Maybe. I haven't
EA
played
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland
or
and
Baltimore.
M&T Bank Stadium.
Maybe they don't have Brazil. That's a false read.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Run right off the bat.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse.
Yeah.
Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one.
Yeah, I thought
on
you
the
might go for
scrimmage.
that.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside, nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run with...
Oh, nice.
And I'm
Yes.
not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night.
Feels good. Feels good finally because now you're really good at that
They've got
run
good
now.
starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down.
No, we changed it. Report!
Throwing is Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Charles, their first drive of the game, and they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at the game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
My guys hold on to the ball, bro.
And that's going to set up a tough
Sorry. A little bit of trash.
No
Trash
score
talk.
after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
13.
Oh, it's an interception.
Jackson from the shotgun.
Oh,
That one into the hands of Flowers. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
From the 8, they've got it first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
Middle.
Henry again.
Nice.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
You think back to some of the great goal line bruisers of the past, the Earl Campbells, the John Riggins, the Marshawn Lynches. I think you can put Derrick Henry right in that group as he scores there with another patented Derrick Henry run.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Jefferson did that. Yeah, he did. He did. Jefferson almost got that touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
I get penalties a lot.
Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Where's my watch?
Definitely with the defense, because
My
anytime
watch.
anyone goes
I was
for
getting a lot of
down,
fucking like
that's telling you as a
ridiculous
defense,
calls.
you
And
can't
it wasn't
stop
even
us.
me.
We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Steps away to his left. And a big one. He's taken down. Able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to fourth down as well. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep is Steven Sims. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens will take over.
Yeah, it usually would be. That's for sure. Hurdling, it's like 50-50.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Jackson.
Oh.
And that is incomplete.
I'm so dangerous.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Yeah, that for sure, bro.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, hey.
From the gun, Jackson.
Oh, that's intercepted.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Oh, what? What? You said I knocked you back up. You're gonna fall down. Oh,
well, it
no.
turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board
It's
first,
so
CD.
funny.
It's
Get off
defense
me.
coming through right there with a pick six.
Experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what you just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game.
Yeah, my brother just saw that.
Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run
No,
back
not
here.
this one.
That's going to be a touchback.
On
And
the
we'll bring
PC
it out
this
to
way,
the
yeah.
30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
We change it. You are X. You are X.
Jackson now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Shit.
To throw is Jackson.
Oh, no, it's going to be there.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. He may go. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. 2nd down and 8.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say that. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. Well, Charles, it was so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Airing it out deep for Smith. That is incomplete.
I just threw that. The yellow.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
No. I mean, like, just the timing. The timing on the throw.
Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Yeah, the yellow circle means, like,
a
it's a pretty low chance, but
14-7 our scores.
Still
We get back
it,
at it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line.
Yeah, looking nice.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
Oh, no.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Yeah.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage.
No, I noticed in online it like sets you up in a weird way to return the
It's
picks.
a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here's Hurts to throw. It's caught.
What does that guy do? Is he just... What?
And all the way
Just
down
stand
to the
there.
39. A big
Yeah,
play
that
there
was
for
good,
Philly.
but I don't like what the fuck my
42 yards.
guard was
They
doing
made
there.
that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue
Paid millions of dollars
after making the catch.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throw left side complete. That's Brown.
I locked in there a little bit.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Yeah, it's...
Hey, 73, 73.
Hurts. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete.
That's well.
The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
There it is.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Pretty stiff on
First
it.
play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Oh, what?
Fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
That broke his back on that interception.
Possession here at their own 33.
Oh my god.
That's a great example of ball skills right there, partner.
Oh,
You and
this
I
is
do a lot of
horseshit,
games,
man.
and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it.
Oh.
So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming
Robbie's
away
probably
with the
like
interception.
laughing his
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't
Holy
we?
shit.
Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Hurts. Got his man. It's Gainwell. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing his Hurts. Flush to his right.
Oh,
He had it. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Critical play
Thank
in this
you.
football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up.
I did hit
L1
L1
the
there.
sideline.
probably right. That's why they went.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
Oh,
That is caught. And some room to roam now. He's out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10.
Either way, it's
Not
like,
there. What a
like it.
huge pickup
as the
any
sticks
sort of
make a
coach on the
drastic
side.
shift forward. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Running left, it's Barkley.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice
Stevens
it.
is fucking fired.
Happy to see it
Trust me.
executed, being able to stay in bounds and
So
work
did
the
you
clock.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively. All kinds of options.
They're going to look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And will be intercepted.
Picked up
Hurts.
by
What
Brandon
did I do?
Stevens.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT. You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You
these
got to
refs.
face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw here.
Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
I just look over at the Minnesota game, and Darnold just got fucking laid
Now
out.
after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Detroit 7-3 right now.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
7-6. Field goal.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Hey, middle.
Here's Jackson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nakobe Dean charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Yo.
Now it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Now Jackson.
Oh my God.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Garbage.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And Jackson throwing once more. Blitz
No.
coming, and down he goes. Nakobe Dean, his second sack of the night. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
Sacks away. There we go.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
Here we go. Here we go. Bets are on. Oven is turned on, bro. Hooking up a little pie, little pizza pie. Coach told me to go for it.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Jackson. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Coach going to tell me to go for the outside. Thanks. Oh, it's telling me that I should go for onside.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here.
Let's see it. Oh.
And the Eagles' hands to be able to cover it up. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Yeah, I've said too.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley.
Oh, no.
And he is into the touchdown, Philadelphia.
Let me say it.
Saquon Barkley. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Oh, he just stumped on Saquon's back. Probably just broke his back. So heavy that guy is.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Super strong in this game.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give a big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he's in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Jackson.
Yeah.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Jackson to throw. It's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a...
I think my brother wants to play